Welcome to another YouTube exclusive workout. Today we are doing our second intermediate jump board workout. So for this workout, we're going to be doing intervals of jumping segments. First we'll do a warm-up segment, then we'll do what I call an agility jump segment, so a little bit more resistance on. Then we'll do a slow motion or core section with light springs on, and we'll go back and forth from there. So it's 15 minutes. We're gonna get started right now. I'm gonna have Eric hit my timer for me. I'm beginning with one heavy spring on, and I'm gonna take my straps and put them on the floor on the outsides of the reformer here. That'll make sure that they don't get caught up when you're jumping. And then we're gonna start with our feet hip distance apart, and I'm just gonna do easy jumps here. So, just a few review things. You wanna make sure when you're jumping, you're pushing through the heel, then the ball of the foot leaves, then the toes leave. And when you land, try to land softly, kind of bending into it, and land toe ball heel. Now we're gonna go into a jog. So I'm gonna land with one and then the other. And guys, for right now, just normal breathing. Just inhale through the nose, exhale like you're blowing through a straw. If you want to exhale when you land, that will help you engage your abs, keep your spine nice and strong in a good position. Should be neutral, meaning you've got a little space between your lower back and the carriage. Now we're going to combine those. So we're going to land with both feet and then one foot. When I land with both feet, they're hip distance apart. When I land with the one foot, I land with it in the center. So both feet, and then a single, and then both feet again, and then a single. And just relax the shoulders and arms. You're alternating from landing with 2 feet to landing with 1 foot. And that exhale is on the landing. And again, stretch and land, stretch and land. Just back and forth like that, using your exhale to land. A couple more times. You should start to feel a little bit of warming up through the legs, foot and ankle, and the core. Right here. And just come in and relax. Now we have 15 seconds. That's just for us to be able to change our resistance and get back into it. So I'm going with one heavy and one light spring. So you just want to be able to feel this work a little bit more now that we're all warmed up. And we're going to begin here with our basics. So feet still hip distance apart. And when you land, pay attention now. You notice that the carriage is coming in a lot quicker. You want to land still softly, catching and exhaling as you land. Really articulate through the foot. And let's focus on the other parts of the body now. Shoulders are open, arms are relaxed, head and neck is relaxed. I have my headrest up for comfort. And I'm using my exhale as I land. Now you don't have to go super fast here. Nice and controlled. And make sure that you're grabbing that jump board with your feet and pulling the carriage toward the jump board. So you're using your legs and muscles in your legs to land. Now we're going to go into a jog. So you're going to land with 1 foot and then switch. And then switch. So this is a 3-minute segment here. If you feel like you need to cut it short a little bit, you can. Now I'm going to go into a double. So I'm going to do 2 on one and switch. 2 on the other. And the other leg stays tabletop. Let's do that again. When you land with one leg, you're still focusing on keeping the pelvis level. And now I'm going to go for 3, 2, 1, and switch. 3, 2, and 1, and switch again. I'm landing right in the middle. Let's go to 4. And then switch for 4, 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to go back to our basic. We're going to do what we did on our warm-up. You're going to go basic and then single leg, basic, and then single leg. So the hopscotch. Basic feet are right in line with your sit bones. The single Your foot is in the middle, and we're alternating. Now we're gonna go 2 of each. So 2 basics, then alternating jog for 2. Do that again. 2 basics, and then alternating jog for 2. Let's see if we can start with the opposite foot each time. So 2 basics, now 2 jogs starting with the right, back to your 2 basics, alternating jog starting with your left. And in, and from here, just do basics. Good stretch out there. Don't let the legs drop or droop, kind of keep them slightly lifted, and relax in. Whew, should be nice and warm now. We're gonna go into our slow motion jumps or core jumps. So I'm going to a light spring here. I'm gonna come back down, and I'm gonna scoot a little bit away from the shoulder rest. And what I wanna do is start with my upper body flex. And I'm gonna support my head with my hands. If that starts to be too much on my neck, I can lower back down. From here, let's begin with just a basic jump. Exhale, jump out, and come in slowly. Now notice, you're moving a lot slower now, and if you push too hard, you're gonna hit the end. You don't wanna hit the end. You wanna have some air time here. And exhale as you jump out. And here, if you wanna be in neutral, you can. But if you want, you can tip your pelvis back a little bit into what we call an imprint position, and jump, and land. Now, we're gonna do this with our legs apart like so, turned out, and we're gonna go into what are called beats. So we're gonna jump out, you're just gonna bring your legs together and then back apart. Jump and beat, and come back in. And again, beat, and land. Let's do that again. Exhale, and land, beat, and land. One more. Now we're gonna come back to basic, but guys, with your legs together, like so, and jump, lance up. Now, we're gonna jump and take the legs apart and land. Lots of time, don't rush it, and come back in. Jump, open, and return. Open, and return. Use your exhale right there as you jump. Reach, and come back in. 2 more. Jump, come in. 1 more. Jump out there, and come in and release. Now from here, we're gonna come up. We're gonna do a little kneeling work here. So I'm gonna go to 1 heavy spring. You can go up or down from there if you want. You're gonna come up onto your carriage, kneeling with your feet against the shoulder rests, hinge back, seat toward your heels, and hands on the jump board, head above the height of the jump board, and just jump out and land. Try to hold this whole part of your body steady and reach with the arms. Exhale and land. So same thing we did with your legs. You're gonna use the muscles in the arms to land, and land softly. And come back in. Jump. And come back in. Now, as you jump, you wanna keep your torso nice and still, and you're gonna feel the work also in your glutes here holding this position, and your back muscles. Now you can, carefully, come up and then hinge back. Come up and hinge back. Up and hinge. Let's do that 2 more times. Up and 1 more time. Up. Now just go back to your regular jumps like so. And we're gonna take our arms out to the side. Open them. Don't start dropping down. Stay above the jump board, looking out over the jump board. And again, open. Now, carefully, you can open and come back down. Open and come back down. Skip coming up tall if it's a little bit too scary for you, and come back down. It's all about control. 2 more. Exhale. 1 more. and back. And let's just finish with some easy jumps out there and coming back in, jumping away and returning and returning. Couple more. Last one. Right there. And come back in. All right, from here, we're gonna go back into our agility. And what I want you to do is go back to one heavy and one light, so a little bit heavier than what we just had. And you're gonna begin again with your basics here. So just start with the easy jumps and come back in. You wanna get used to first how quickly the reformer moves with the change in springs. Jumping out and coming in. Now we're gonna take our feet apart here and we're gonna do what we did for our slow motion jumps with this heavier spring. So you're gonna jump, beat, and come back in. Now notice I'm giving it a little pause at the end to show the control. You can go faster if you want, but I like a lot of power, taking off, and then a good landing, showing control. Relax shoulders and arms. Exhale as you land. And again. Now, from here, so it's gonna get a little tougher. We're gonna go to our basic, but legs together, and you're gonna go into your air jack. So you're gonna jump and open, come in with control, and control. Jump, and in, again, and in. Give yourself enough time, and notice there's a little pause after each one, and then take off, and again. Make it bigger if you can. And again. Push out there. And again. Press. And exhale as you land. Land with control. Open and close, bringing those legs back together. And again. Pushing through the heel. Last one. And come in. Okay, now we're gonna finish with one more set that I call power jumps. So we're gonna go to 2 heavy springs. So I went up again in spring, and we're gonna start with just our basic, feet hip distance apart. Be really careful here. Make sure that you still have good alignment on the landing. Your knees are right over the center of the feet. You're still able to catch the landing without slamming into the jump board. Otherwise, you need to go down and spring. You're not collapsing into it. Your arch is staying lifted. And we can make it a little bigger. And land. And exhale. This is it. Now, we can make this continuous. So a little quicker. Focus on that really strong core. Good support. Relax shoulders and arms. Finish strong here. And push. And push. A little bigger. 10 seconds. Right out there. And again. And jump. And push. And slowly return. Now from here, you're going to keep one foot on, right in line with your sit bone, and just hug the other leg in. And press out. Feel that good stretch. And come back in. Now as you press out, stretch. And come in. And stretch. We can turn that timer off now. And stretch. We're going to do 2 more on this side. Press. And 1 more. Press. Let's stretch out the other leg. So guys, if you like this workout, I would love for you to hit the like button and subscribe to us so you get to see when all of our workouts come out. We've got a ton of them. And 2 more. And leave me a comment. Let me know what else you'd like to see. And in. Now, coming up, we're just going to finish with a down stretch modification. So feet here against the shoulder rest. All we're going to do is press the legs back and let the hips sink and stretch, and then pull it back into flexion. Again, lengthen back and stretch. and come back in. And one more time. Stretch back there and come back in. And that does it for this workout. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you again in another workout soon. Thanks, everybody. Bye.